Joining me at Edgar Street, Mark Richards. Fantastic end to that game. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I've just said to the boys then as we came in, I was just saying I'd have been gutted if we didn't get something out of that game, because I thought we, at times, we matched a team that's sitting top of the league, and at times we played better than the team sitting top of the league. It was 15 minutes, took us a little while to get going, but then after that we kind of grew into the game. Still lots of areas that we need to work on, but yeah, I'm really pleased we got something out of the game because I felt like we deserved at least a point today.
And Josh O'Keefe, former Hereford United player, got the opening goal for Chorley. Would you look at the way he wasn't picked up coming in late into the area?
Just watched it back actually, yeah, I've just watched it back and it's just a real sloppy goal. You know, it's just so easy for him. I think he's just inside the area and he did it well, but it's just a frustrating one really, because like I said, we kind of kept him to, there's a few chances first half where I think Newby's got free in the area and Matt Yates made a good save, and one where he's slightly dragged wide of the post, but apart from that we kind of nullified them really in terms of real clear-cut chances, and we got in some good areas. We just needed a bit more quality and a bit better decision making to make sure that we had a really good opportunity on goal. And yeah, just really pleased that, you know, what was it, the 96th minute I think it was in terms of the equaliser, and Josh Gowling can hit one on his shin like that from 20 yards all day long for me. So yeah, brilliant, really pleased.
No, he struck it home perfectly, didn't he? Fair.
He did, yeah. No, look, that's just me having a bit of fun with him. It was superb. It's like gone in, I think, I don't know, Simo's chested it and it stayed in the air, and then he's hit it with his left foot. And yeah, that noise level then was fantastic. I think I even did a bit of a David Pleat down the touchline for a minute then.
I felt you had better of the chances, better of opportunities in and around the penalty area.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I think we got into the final third in some really good areas at times. It was just then that final little bit of quality and that little bit of composure when we were in those good areas that just didn't really create a clear-cut opportunity. But yeah, probably 94th minute I was probably thinking, what do I say to the boys here? Because I felt like, you know, apart from going in and saying, lads, you've given it everything there, and we've just fallen short, and unfortunately we've lost 1-0. It was just amazing that we could obviously come up with the equaliser in the 96th.
Because that is another one of the promotion chasing sides that you've matched.
Yeah, well, you look at their form at the start of the season; they were running away with it, weren't they? And you know, they're very effective. What they do and the system that they play it's hard, you know, because. You know, in terms of our structure out of possession today, we were sometimes slightly sloppy, and we let them in a few times. But like I've said all along, it is a bit of a work in progress. But the boys are really starting to come together. I think that's 6 unbeaten at home now, and obviously we go into Brackley in the FA Trophy. So hopefully it'll just get the shackles off a little bit, and the boys can play a little bit more.
What did you make of the red card incident?
I didn't see it. Jordan's reaction kind of told me it was a red, in terms of he was right by the ref and was kind of screaming, going, you saw what he did, you saw what he did. I think the lad had only just been on the pitch for about 5 minutes. So I didn't see it, so I can't comment, but you know, from Jordan's reaction I would suggest it would have been a straight red.
Would you ever send a side out, as Chorley did towards the end of the game, just to try and close things out, but not taking the ball to the corner flags, but it just got really, I think the crowd got very frustrated with it.
Yeah, I think that, you know, they were 1-0 up at the time, weren't they? So just try and see a game out away from home.
I mean, I can understand trying to see the game out, but it's the manner in which they went about it.
What in terms of what?
In terms of wasting time, substitutes walking to the Len Western side when they knew they were being substituted.
Yeah, it's not something that I'm going to be actively promoting. You know, game management's a big part of it, but you know, there's not anything that we want to be doing that would be detrimental to the game itself. So, you know, I wouldn't ever be setting up a team to specifically work on a plan to do that. You know, whether that was their plan or not, I don't think it would have been. You know, they're sitting top of the league for a reason. I'm sure it's not just down to that of why they're there. So, look, we're just really pleased that we've got a point and we've kept this little mini home run going.
I've got to ask you about the loan situation with a number of players. We've seen George Lloyd go back to Cheltenham. What's the detail on the rest of the players?
Yeah, so George's been superb. He's such a great lad, and obviously got called back from Cheltenham. His loan was up on today anyway, so you know, we're a bit frustrated with that, but you know, that's one of those things, unfortunately, with the parent club. We're working hard with the others, so obviously Matt Yates and Harvey Smith, and we're in good communications with the clubs at the moment, so they're looking fairly positive. And then Kyle Finn as well, that's looking pretty positive as well. So hopefully we'll have some news early next week.
Ethan Wassell, has he gone back to Derby?
Yeah, so Ethan hasn't been with us for a little while now. You know, he's obviously paperwork-wise has been still on loan, but he's been playing in their under 23s. So that's the situation with Ethan.
I asked you when you first arrived about opportunities to bring players in. You tend to look at the transfer window as being an opportunity because players then become available slightly further up the food chain, if I can put it that way.
Yeah, I think you've seen quite a lot of movement over the last 3 or 4 days at all levels, and I think it will open up opportunities for us to potentially look at bringing somebody else in. And I've said it all along, we will constantly do that, whether we're bottom of the league or whether we're top of the league. We'll constantly look to see if we can add players that will improve our squad. So yeah, that won't stop.
Well done today.
Thanks guys, cheers.